Peace. This video right here is about what you would call sexually transmitted entities. Sexually transmitted entities. Getting straight to the point. When you have sex with somebody, you take on a part of their soul, a part of their spirit, but you also take on whatever entity they may have attached to them. For instance, there is levels of existence, and you have planes of it, planes which souls and spirits can exist on. Before I get there, let me break this down. I'm going to use the analogy of a car and a car driver. You have a car. The car is symbolic to your body. The driver of the car is symbolic to your soul. So when you crash this car and you total this car, of course, you being the driver can no longer drive this car. So death, or when you return to the source, is symbolic to you totaling your car. It can no longer be driven by you, which is the soul. So just like when you have to wait for insurance or whatever, you have to wait till a new car is provided for you, or you have to buy one. This waiting process is symbolic to you waiting to reincarnate into a new vehicle. You waiting to jump back into a new car. Now, during this waiting process, depending on how you've driven your car, whether you were an angry driver or you was running stop signs, aka you were living your life in what people would call a sinful manner, doing negative things, which I'm pretty sure I don't have to explain what doing negative things are on the planet Earth, it will, let's say, send you to those vibrations. If you are doing positive things, it will send you to places that have those vibrations. Just to make a long story short, instead of going into this whole other science. Now, with that being said, when you reach certain levels of consciousness and intelligence, you might choose to not reincarnate back into a body, because you so conscious you can actually exist in your true form, which is a light being, which is a light vibration. Now, this is what people call spirits and ghosts. So while you're in the body, you're a human. When your soul is not in the body, you're a ghost or a spirit. Point blank, period. Now, you have polarities to everything, good and bad. You have good spirits or good people who are no longer in bodies but like to float around this planet, and you have negative people who are no longer in their bodies, or beings that are no longer in their body that like to float around this planet, and they influence you. So what these people are going to be called in this video, we're going to call them jinns. You have good jinns and you have bad jinns. Now, when you do certain things, you open the door to certain jinns. Like, you might have some people who are rapists and predators. So now in the ether world or the spirit world, they like to hang around or fester in areas where this goes on a lot. So now if you do this act, you are basically making yourself a food source or attracting this particular type of being who likes to feed off this energy. So now they will get to influencing you, because nobody can make you do anything, even the spirit world. But a person damn sure can influence the hell out you. Now they will start influencing you to get yourself into situations or have certain thoughts that will manifest these situations for you to commit these certain acts, so that they can feed off the energy of that act. For existence, you have jinn. Let's just stay on the negative side so people can understand, because we're trying to get people to alleviate negativity. You have negative entities that feed off people dying. It feeds off people being in fear at the moment of death. So we understand that they like to hang around the hood. That's not no secret. When you get out your car in the suburbs, you feel safe and you don't feel like somebody's going to kill you. Get your ass out the car in the projects, you're going to feel like, oh, hell no, I need to pull off. Because your soul is letting you know that there's negative beings in the atmosphere. Not just physically walking around, but in the atmosphere. That so-called fear that you're feeling is really just your soul trying to let you know that this vibration exists here. So now you are susceptible to anybody around here who would like to act on these type of vibrations. Basically, it's like your spirit warning you of what is actually existing around you. So, these jinns, as you can call them, which is just spirits or people no longer in human form, or beings or entities, whatever you want to call them, I'm calling them jinns. These jinns influence people or feed off certain energies that people commit on certain acts. Now, staying on the negative level, when you have sex with the person, male or female, depending on what acts they've committed their whole life, they have attracted certain entities. Some of these entities are so strongly feeding off these people that they become attached to them. Like you can get around somebody and like ladies, you ever get into a relationship with a man and you feel like he just drained you. Like, oh, my soul is drained. Like why like he just took like I feel like I don't even want to live no more. That's because the jinn that was just attached to that man just sucked your life force. Because why? It feeds off of whatever energy it wanted from you. Maybe it needed you to be broke down and hurt and get your heart broken. So he's the type of person who breaks people's hearts. So now you just had sex with a man and spiritually allowed him to suck your energy, because when you have sex with somebody, you literally give them a piece of your soul, and you allowing him and all the negative spirits that he carries with him to feed off of you, and this is why you feel drained. And men, vice versa. Now, when it comes to sexually transmitted entities, these go good and positive. Ladies, if you mess with a man who has good positive beings around him, and let's say he's alkaline foods, he meditates, he read books, he has knowledge itself, he's always striving. Now, if you have sex with this type of person, good spirits, you will get energy from positive genes, and you will take on positive attributes. So instead of having your energy drained, you can have your energy replenished, and these beings will help uplift you, as well as him. We're not canceling him, but that all which follows him as well on a spiritual realm. But if you get with somebody who's a negative motherfucker, and this person sells drugs, which means he destroys people's lives, whether he wants to acknowledge it or not. He's a womanizer. He has sex with as many women as possible, so that means he's lustful. So now he has demons who feed off of lust and pleasure following him. Now you allowing this person to literally drain your energy and to steal your energy, not just for himself, but for a whole nother entity which thirsts off of the specific things that he thirsts off. Now, when it comes to characteristics of people, as well as when you have sex with somebody, or let's just say even when you kiss somebody, and you can go look this up, it's scientific fact, you take their DNA with you. So now men or ladies, if your man is cheating on you, when he go kiss that other girl, he's bringing her DNA back to you. So now men, why is this important? Because you wonder why your girl don't act the same. Or you wonder why she got attitudes or she got different personalities. Because you giving her the personality of the same bird females that you cheating on her with. So now you look at her like, oh, you not the same when we met. Or this ain't the same. Or you changed. You're changing her because you're literally giving her other people's DNA, which is giving her other people's characteristics. Not just emotionally, but spiritually. You giving her the attributes of another person that's not naturally supposed to be hers. So now she's aggravated and agitated all day because it's literally a piece of someone else's spirit within her. And then the type of person whose spirit this is in particular, which is more than likely negative, because I'm dealing with black people in the hood who I'm around every day, because I grew up in the hood, and I don't knock the hood, I just analyze it and learn from it. You most likely are cheating on her with somebody who has a foul spirit. And now you making her spirit foul. Now you bringing her pain. And now you transferring the DNA of another person to her without her acknowledgement. And then you wonder why she's changing. This is why. Ladies, same thing. You keep having sex with different men, especially unprotected sex. You allowing all these jinns to feed off you, everybody's entities that they got attached to them to drain you, as well as you're allowing the DNA of everybody to accumulate within you. And then you wonder why you having mental breakdowns. You wonder why you emotionally unstable. You wonder why you just feel like you always emotionally on edge, because you got a million other people, extra emotions and mental and spiritual beings within you and problems within you, when you should only be dealing with yours. But you just don't understand the science of the body, which is the temple. You don't understand the science of the spirit. You don't understand the science of the mind, and so you fall victim to these traps because you don't even know to look out for them. So this video is to try to teach black people to understand that sex is not just for you to be fornicating like worse than animals, because what black people don't understand is you are lower than an animal at the rate you are having sex right now. You can't even see in nature animals just have sex every day for no reason. The dog goes and eat one time a year. It has sex. The rest of the year, it's chilling. It's not lusting all year round. Even animals have sex on schedules for a purpose. Humans just be like, oh, she got a fat ass, I want to hit that. Oh, he cute, I like his car, I'm going to fuck him, girl. Your animal has more sexual discipline than you. So imagine the type of jinns and entities you're attracting. Let alone your sexual crave is so high. Now you just swapping DNA all over the city. Now you got everybody acting crazy and loose. So be on the lookout, black people, for the people that you have sex with. Start choosing your sexual partners not based off the way they look, the way the surface of the water is, but what's actually in the water. Are they a clear, beautiful beach, or is it jellyfish and sharks in there that you don't see? So choose your sex partner based off the mind and the soul and the will of a person. And the will is the most important thing you should choose a person off. Do they have a will to do good? Or do they have a will to do bad? Or do they have a will to keep playing games? As you can see out of the three, it's only one that I would choose. I don't know about you, but black people, be more mindful and conscious about sex, because sex is deeper and more spiritual than you know. I try to keep these videos simple as possible so that people can understand. Information doesn't go over your head. But basically, be on the lookout for sexually transmitted entities, as well as personality swapping and DNA swapping, and be more responsible with, if you already have a sex partner with them, and if you don't, be very, very, very responsible with choosing one. And if you can, try to choose somebody who you can build and have a relationship with and stick with, vice versa, whether it be monogamous or polygamistic. I'm gonna cut this right here. Peace.